Mission District, and one of the persons that was a street person stated he saw him in line at a soup kitchen. The twin brother goes down there, and there he was.
Wow.
Yeah, that's
a good story.
So for all the the
stories.
skeptics out there, this is something that couldn't have happened without the psychic involvement. It's pure and simple. The psychic phenomena is real. It does work. I wish we knew a little bit more about it, but anyway.
And so it is. Well, we're going to come back, and please, again, you can call us at 914-338-1186. Keep on asking questions, and Kelly and I will be right back.
Hi, this is Jessica Dorvaj, host of the Where is My Guru show, and you are listening to Hear Women Talk Radio.
When you're in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, home of Zeus Broadcast Network and Hear Women Talk, there's a wonderful adventure that you should try. Carolina Safari Jeep Tours.
Go to www.carolinasafari.com and check out Carolina Safari. Mention Hear Women Talk and get a discount from Carolina Safari Jeep Tours.
See another side of Myrtle Beach. Get wild with wildlife. Explore history, nature, and mystery on a Carolina Safari Jeep Tour.
Attention boppers, shaggers, and swingers, join us at the J.B. Floyd Community Center in North Myrtle Beach Wednesdays at 7 p.m. for the fast-paced excitement of the Swing Syndicate. Study the swing styles of Jitterbug, Double Time, Lindy, West Coast, East Coast, and Show. Sure to be a big hit on the Grand Strand. That's the Swing Syndicate, Wednesdays, 7 o'clock at the J.B. Floyd Community Center in North Myrtle Beach, 1030 Possum Trot Road, Wednesdays, 7 o'clock.
Tonight, take an adventure on the Myrtle Beach Ghost Walk. Explore the haunted swamps where alligators and the ghosts from long ago still reside. Stroll across floating walkways beneath the Spanish moss as your pirate guide leads you by lantern and shares 13 spooky tales along the way. The Ghost Walk departs nightly at dusk, only at Barefoot Landing in North Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Call 843-361-2700 or visit myrtlebeachghostwalk.com for advance tickets. The Myrtle Beach Ghost Walk.
In the blockbuster Millennium Series books and movies by Stieg Larsson, the main character Lisbeth Salander is both victim and deliverer of justice to a human trafficker. Tune in with Dottie every Thursday at 1 p.m. Eastern and play with fire, kick the hornet's nest, and maybe even get a tattoo of a dragon on traffic. Safe for victims, hostile to traffickers. Listen, chat, call, save lives. That's Traffic every Thursday at 1 p.m. Eastern on Hear Women Talk Radio.
Hi, this is Judy Collins from Judy's House of Oldies, and you're listening to Hear Women Talk Radio on the Zeus Radio Network. Police psychics find me.
Welcome back, everyone. This is Kelly Snyder with Valerie Graham. We're discussing the group Find Me, and we wanted to go a little bit more in depth today than we have in the past to just cover a little bit on all of the different entities and everything that's involved in the Find Me group.
Well, so, Kelly, we last left off with, do you ever find people who are alive? And, of course, you told us a very positive story in which some of our chat people were like, that's really cool, that's heartening, and so forth. Now, there's some maybe confusion about, in other words, if a family has someone go missing or whatever happens, can they call you right away and ask for help? What are the steps that go on? And where do the police fit in here? I know you've told us, but we keep getting questions again, so maybe you would clarify that for us.
Certainly. The actual method to get a hold of our group is to contact us via our website, and that is www.findme2.com. Findme2.com, and there's a request form in there, either a contact form or to let us know what what your needs are. Now, we can leave immediately to try to help, but keep in mind that without police involvement, we don't get involved. Everything we do is with their permission, and more importantly, they control the investigation. We don't. We'll do everything we can to find the missing person, or quite for that matter, solve the homicide. But it is the police have total control, and so we'll have to speak to the police prior to getting involved in anything or going anywhere.
Well, that being the case, does the family contact the police, or do you?
It really doesn't matter. I mean, they can call the police and say, we want the Find Me group there. They have search dogs. They have all of this, experience in finding people for the last 8 years. That's what we've done. And, the fact that we have 110 psychics currently in the group does bring a lot of information to the table.
I would say.
Now, yeah, I mean, every psychic will tell you the fresher the case, the fresher the energy, and the energy is what the psychics feed off of, along with the fact that they're, talking to their spirit guides and whoever else that they're dealing with. And believe me, it's a broad spectrum of people that are talking to either dead loved ones, and if that's the dead loved one is the spirit guide, or the spirit guide is someone that is from a,
another
Indian
plane.
tribe.
Plane.
Who knows?
Well,
and like I've said many times, I don't really care where they're getting their information. No. I do know that it's real, and whatever their method is, it really is not at all important to me. Just give me the information, let me take that information and do something with it, and hopefully get it into the police hands, and then once again, hopefully they'll be eager enough to work on the cases. We've solved so many cases in the past with our information, so the best advice I can give to police departments out there is, even if you think you can solve the case immediately, still give us a call, because then at least we're on standby and we're ready to rock and roll and jump on a plane or jump in our cars and be wherever you need us to be.
And there'll be no extra cost involved
exactly.
for them.
Yeah, right. We're still not going to be charging the families or the police. It does revolve on the fact that if it's in Florida, we're not going to be jumping on a plane immediately, because we have to make sure we have the money to do this, so that it's just one of those things. The donations do come in, but they're few and far between. So it's got to make sense for us to do this, because keep in mind we're averaging anywhere from 3 to 4 requests a week.
And you literally have backlogged quite a number of them as well, you've said.
Correct. Yeah. I mean, currently we're sitting on 12 cases. I had 2 more inquiries yesterday. One lady I haven't even contacted yet. I sent her an email that I wanted to talk to her, but so 12 is now going to be 14, and we try to take the whole month of December off, just because everyone in the group is going here, there, and everywhere because of the holidays. So we're trying to factor all these things in. Well, guess what? The world doesn't stop because we have taken
never has for anything, unfortunately.
Right.
Well,
but
Kelly,
in answer to your question, yeah, we'll pretty much go anywhere and everywhere as long as it makes sense and we can afford it.
Kelly, one of the things that is certainly worth looking at again, and some of them some of the team members who we have not interviewed on our program, and hopefully we'll get a chance to do more in the future, but the ones that we have interviewed, I mean, these are not your garden variety psychics, if you will, or garden variety intuitives. And of course, everyone isn't an intuitive. You have handwriting experts, you have all kinds of people involved. But the level of expertise within your group is incredible.
Yeah, this is not, and excuse me for saying it, but I'm going to anyway, this is not a bunch of gypsies out there, trying to look into their crystal ball. These are people that, have professional lives that just happen to have this gift. they've searched and searched, and some of them for 15, 20, 30 years for a group like ours because they've been ridiculed or looked at with a jaundiced eye because they have this ability. And up until, maybe 5, 6, 7 years ago, a lot of these individuals didn't want to come out of the closet for many, many reasons, some of which were that, they were a doctor or they were a lawyer or they ran a business as a CEO. And with this, they were a little bit cautious to let the whole world know that they were out there, using their psychic abilities. It's still a little bit, of a tenuous situation out there for psychics that are in a specific, field, but we have doctors, and, these people you would think would be extremely cautious to, say something about them.
Of course they would,
psychic,
yes.
But it is an accepted, not 100% obviously, but it is an accepted system out there, and we have a police officer out of Loveland, Colorado, who's a linguistics expert. We have 7 retired police officers in the group, some of which are psychic, some are just like myself, just came from a law enforcement background and want to know what they can do to, help people find their missing loved ones.
Yes.
We just had a guy 3 days ago that was a retired police officer, and he wants to do something. He says, I'm a tiny bit psychic. I have, 27 or 28 years worth of law enforcement experience. Try to find a place for me. Let me do something to help out.
That.
So, yeah, we have a lot of great people.
I like that tiny bit psychic. He's a little bit psychic. He's a little bit rock and roll, huh?
Well, yeah, he said he's got the ability because he's used it while he was a police officer.
I'm sure.
But he doesn't, it's not something that he practiced every day like a lot of the psychics in the group. They not only practice their craft every day, they try to improve it, and a lot of them own businesses to where they use their psychic ability in their business. So,
well, Shelley is one of them.
Well, Shelley, we have Sunny, Peggy Ramito. They actually do readings for people and run a business. Peggy has written several books. Sunny has written several books. I've written one book. I'm involved in writing another book, which has nothing to do with being psychic. I'm just trying to expose the psychic phenomena to the world. And
but not as an expose, but more as a useful tool.
Exactly.
That you have come to know.
Well, and that's what we want to pass on to law enforcement. Don't take this as a, savior to solve all of your cases. You still have to investigate the information we provide. And, like a lot of police officers say, well, I don't believe in psychic stuff because, I can't get a search warrant or an arrest warrant with psychic information. Well, maybe not take our information, walk it into a magistrate and get a search warrant. No, but take the information, investigate it, see if there's any validity to it, and then go and get your search warrant based on your own investigation. That's the beauty of it.
Kelly,
you're taking something and you're making it into something truthful based on your investigative ability.
Do you think the rise of so many programs that have shown in different ways psychic abilities, whether it's, from, they're very different, whether from like Ghostbusters or Hunters to medical psychics to on and on, there seems to be a huge interest in such phenomenon, and yet, as you said, it's still not immediately acceptable in all circles.
Yeah, I think it's, I don't know when the interest started and started getting on TV. I think it was somewhere around the Alison Dubois era with the, with Medium and all that. But it doesn't really matter. The whole point is, I know it works. Half of society know that it works, and I think getting it out there more and more and more. The thing that needs to be, brought to the attention of everyone is there are a bunch of, fakes out there, and there are people that claim to be this and claim